Richard Fields with this week's report from the fields. Here's a headline that I really never expected to hear in my lifetime from CNBC. Quote, Argentina's midterm election landslide win to Milei's Libertarian overhaul. Libertarian landslide in one sentence. Wow. Now, I can certainly quibble and say Milei should have refused the American taxpayer money Trump handed to him on the condition that he win, but I won't. Politics is by its nature a filthy enterprise. Most politicians are always surreptitiously trying to increase the amount of money they can effectively steal from the citizenry. And the overall trajectory of political history is that, like parasites, they gradually grift more and more from society. But eventually the host is spent. It has no more for the politicians and bureaucrats to steal. At that point, the system, whether it's an empire or just another country, implodes. And also at that point, things can get even worse. Think the bloody French Revolution against the corrupt monarchy of the time. Or with the right leadership, they can get orders of magnitude better. Think the American Revolution against the equally corrupt British monarchy, or the collapse of Peronism, an ugly parasitic mix of the worst features of socialism and fascism. They controlled politics in Argentina for almost a century. Political systems can slowly become incrementally worse. That's the usual model. Countries start out as republics with equal rights for all citizens. Politicians gradually turn them into empires, which eventually, incrementally, die. History is littered with examples: the Roman Empire, the Spanish Empire, the British Empire, sultanates in the Middle East and Asia, numerous Chinese dynasties. The list is endless. What happens after the collapse is a function of leadership. Washington, Franklin, Jefferson, and Madison were classical liberal, read libertarian, leaders who founded the American Republic in the wake of a declining British Empire. Javier Milei is the leader that was able to mobilize the people of Argentina to try something other than the failed welfare state that was Peronism. America's capitalist economy has been fraying for decades, but compared to governments in the rest of the world, it's still the cleanest dirty shirt. After he was elected, Milei tried to make friends with the Biden administration. Biden ignored him, so he did the next best thing and spoke at CPAC, the Conservative Political Action Conference. Trump was there, and being a consummate entertainer, recognized that quality in Milei and took a liking to him. Never mind that they have differing political philosophies. Well, that's not exactly accurate. Trump has no political philosophy. Milei is a doctrinaire libertarian, but he's pragmatic enough to make friends with powerful people and accept their help when it's offered. 2 years ago, Milei was elected on an explicitly libertarian platform of cutting government spending, all government spending. There was nothing mealy-mouthed in his campaign. He brandished a real working chainsaw at rallies, symbolizing that he would take a chainsaw to government spending. And that's exactly what he did. He brought the government budget into balance for the first time in decades. In doing so, he reduced inflation to a tiny fraction of what it was under Peronism. He brought rents down and made housing affordable and available by abolishing rent control. He reduced import and export taxes, freeing up trade and encouraging foreign investments. In short, he created the economic miracle that always results from libertarian free market policies. And the voters in Argentina signified that they like what they see so far and gave Milei the additional congressional seats he needs to make his vetoes of Peronist spending bills stick. He won a majority of the Senate seats up for grab, as well as a majority of the contested seats in the lower house. Overall, his party won 41% of the vote, outpolling the Peronist parties and all other parties. Remarkably, he did so in spite of allegations of corruption involving his sister and chief of staff. Our congratulations to Javier Milei, and we hope that North America will eventually follow the example of the South American country of Argentina. I'm Richard Fields, and that's this week's Report from the Fields. See you again next week.